Hi Aquarius, welcome in your month reading. I obviously didn't do my reading for February because no time. So I decided I will start off the month of March with a reading for the Capricorn, Pisces and Aquarius, and I will splash in a little bit of clarification for February in addition. Some kind of fast clarity for the February 1st, okay, Aquarius. So let's see what is up with Aquarius in the February. Some kind of fast clarification that will give us a good insight. Fast clarification and insight don't go together quite well. Okay, fast clarification for Aquarius for February. What February for Aquarius. As I'm on new location, as you can see, I wanted to be more comfortable while recording, so I'm on my bed. That might change. Okay, let's see, fast clarification for Aquarius for February. What clarification is for February for Aquarius? Okay. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. That's too much. Okay. Actually, you know what? Those cards do really want to talk about, so let me go with those for clarification. Okay, clarification for February for Aquarius. Okay. Clarification for Aquarius for February. Okay. Ooh, nice. We have a Queen of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and Nine of Cups. Okay, let's get one more. Let's get one more for Aquarius for February. That is taking way too long. Okay, and we have a Hierophant. Okay, basically I feel like the message is quite simple of clarification for the month of February, right? So Aquarius, I feel like you kind of unleashed the thing that you should have maybe done before, like the right thing that you maybe felt before like you should do, because it just felt that right or resonated with you. But I feel like maybe just in the month of February you finally like did that actually and went to doing the right decision that you always should have, and it made you really content with that just by making this decision. And it isn't only about the results of it, but actually just the fact that you did it and went into the right. So I was saying, I feel like it will be mostly the fact that you just did the right decision that mattered to you. But I feel like either way, even though you were content with just doing this thing that you wanted to do, with doing the right decision, or just think that you wanted to do, you will still gain this kind of chance to start something out of it, or something might have a chance to come out of it in the month of February, okay? Aquarius, that's what I'm getting. So you did the right decision about something that you wanted to do, something that just felt right in your opinion. And I feel like making this decision by itself was something really good, you know, something that made you really happy just by itself and content. But I feel like either way, besides that, you also had the chance to plant kind of a seed out of it, do something out of it that will last longer than just that decision itself. I feel like, okay, that's enough of a clarification of February, and we can now move on to March. I don't know which one which cards I should use, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks, right? 5 decks, plus 6, and at this point I am not able to use all of them in the reading because that would take probably too long. So that's why I'm trying to figure out. Okay. I don't know which one to use because, mind you, that's a new deck. I built it. Super happy about this, but yeah. Also, excuse that going on here. It's not professional, nothing like that. So, yeah. I don't know what I am doing. Okay, let's start maybe with classic deck for the general energy, and then we will move on to who knows what. Okay, let's see. Aquarius for March. Aquarius for March. Aquarius for March. Aquarius for March. Whoops. Okay. And we have the Knight of Cups as a first card. What else is there for March? Okay. The Emperor. King of Swords. What is the energy for March for Aquarius? And Page of Wands. Nice. Okay, one more card. One more card. The energy is pretty simple. Let's see. One more card for Aquarius for March. Aquarius for March. Aquarius for March. Whoops. Oh, we have a Magician. And we have for Wands. Okay. Yeah, basically, trying a lot of new things. With this Emperor especially, you will be really ambitious, I feel like. Like, you'll be taking control over doing the things you wanted to do. Like, there's a lot of action, a lot of ambition, determination, wanting to take some things to the end, especially unfinished things. I feel like you'll be wanting to finish them. But mostly what I'm getting is starting and learning new things. Like, look at this energy. Come on. So much new energy of wanting to try new things and take control and, like, you know, and also being decisive. More in a sense, like, you won't let your emotions control you. More like anxiety, you know? It would be very, like, stable and logical, and yeah, I feel like just because you connect more to the side of actually determination, you won't really let your thoughts control you, or, like, you know, what will people think, whatever, like that. Similar to that, not only that, definitely not only that, but yeah, definitely a lot of trying new things, possibly in career, like, mostly in career, you know, but maybe also some dating, you know, stuff like that, trying out new things, you know, and acting on them. There will be a lot of ambition and acting on stuff, you know, working on them, trying to finish things. Let's see. Okay, next. Let's see what will be going on inside of your mind, reasoning behind this. Ooh, Ace of Swords. Reasoning behind this for Aquarius for March. Ooh, Page of Wands. What? Nice. Reasoning behind this. Let's see, what is the reasoning behind this for Aquarius? Ooh, okay, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, very nice energy, I would say. Definitely acting on things and kind of clearing out your mind and letting the creativity guide you. I feel like you'll be trying a lot of things because you'll be trying to find your place in some sense. Maybe just like trying out the new hobbies or new kind of you know, not the career was a word, not necessarily career, but like maybe exploring new things so you can figure out your career or something like that. Just in overall trying new things so you can figure out what is your place, in what path you should go. Like this card doesn't necessarily talks about being lost, but I feel like in your case it's very positive kind of thing, like more like looking for your place by trying new things through creativity. Okay, what is the reasoning behind all of this? Something more we can get, but Aquarius should be aware of going on inside of them in the month of March. Something more that Aquarius should be aware of going on in them in the March. Okay, and we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, some kind of message, you know. How to interpret this? One card of interpretation for Eight of Wands. What is the clarification for this Eight of Wands? How can we interpret this? Okay, and we have the Six of Swords. How to interpret this? It's more like it's more like, I would say, like you acting on the right time for action. That's what I would say. You just get this kind of feeling of message or sign or whatever, or opportunity even, and I feel like you'll be really acting on it immediately, and that is what will bring you so much success, because you'll be acting on this impulse of doing something, on this information or opportunity, you know, for learning something new or trying something new or just beginning something new. Also, maybe it is related to moving on from something. I don't know what it might be, but very just something, some kind of impulse trigger that you'll be trying to move on from. I wouldn't say run away from, more like just move on by trying those new things, you know. Move on from this thing going on here, which is related from getting out some message or realization, something like that. Okay, moving on from some kind of energy, or moving out just in overall from something by taking the constant action into something like that. Okay, I think it's more of a personal thing, so it will be hard to figure that out. Okay, let's get some clarification from this new deck I got, so I can use it. I might need my book, but let's see. Aquarius for March. What is the energy for Aquarius for March? Aquarius for March. What is the energy? What is the energy? It's Aquarius for March. What is the energy for Aquarius for March? And we have Six of Discs and the Empress. Okay, so I said, I feel like it's like the conscious creation of something. It's super nice energy. It's like being creative about something, not just in a productive way, but in a way of wanting to create something, you know, wanting this kind of fulfillment in a sense of kind of success, you know, like just this creation itself, and will, being powered by your own will to do something, and being ambitious and creative about something, and having this clear mind and vision for yourself, you know. And I don't know, I really like that energy. It's like the conscious creation. You know what you are creating something because you want to create it. It isn't something by accident. You just act on opportunities and on the thoughts you have, and you just want to create something, you know, out of the opportunities you have right now. It's like very conscious creation that will bring you success, as we can actually see at the moment. But it's very beautiful. I very much like that energy, like conscious creation, you know. As I feel like maybe like you kind of connecting with people in some kind of way, especially with this Four of Wands. Maybe some kind of reconciliations or something like that, not necessarily. And of course, my space on my phone ended. Either way, I don't know where we ended. Either way, there was a called wealth, which speaks by itself, of course. Wealth. I mean, like, mostly like material, but I wouldn't say so necessary only material. I feel like it's mostly in a sense of just success, in just having some kind of energy present in your life that is very satisfying for you, or the energy that would be able to be potentially used for material success. Okay, a lot of kind of this kind of success, kind of like working on something, trying out new things, being just very ambitious and going with this with it. However, yeah, let's move out for some kind of clarification that will be helpful for Aquarius for March. What kind of clarification will be helpful for Aquarius for March? Clarification for Aquarius that will be helpful in March. Okay, that's too much, obviously. Why are my cards turned around? Too much. Let's see. What is the clarification for Aquarius for March? Clarification that will be helpful for Aquarius for March. Ooh, we have death. That's why maybe there was some kind of moving on. And so that's what this feeling of having to find something else might come from, because something may be ended in your life, or some kind of, it doesn't have to be anything like significant ending in your life. It might be just like some kind of chapter or cycle in your life ending that will force you to kind of look for these new opportunities, this new, you know, energy in your life, just in overall interests. But yeah, definitely that's why there might be this moving on from something, this constant action, and like trying to move on from something from the past, maybe not in the escape kind of way, just moving on simply. That's what energy I'm getting. But yeah, definitely that is happening because there's some kind of cycle in your life is ending, and you have to like use this new energy coming in some kind of way, which looks very positive. What kind of clarification would be helpful for Aquarius in March? Okay, and we have a Two of Cups, which remind me again about this Eight of Wands, this constant something, this constant communication, this constant action, this constant, or this message, you know, something like that. That's why also maybe there might be, as I said, this chance of you reconciling with someone, if that's the word, reconciliation. You coming back together with someone, not necessarily in the relationship sense, or not even in the sense that something ended and now you're going back to it. It might be just something kind of blooming out again, or blooming out in overall, you know? It doesn't have to be necessarily about something from the past going back, but that's what I'm getting. But I'm definitely not saying your ex will come back or whatever like that. Definitely not saying that. Which is not impossible, but I'm not saying that, definitely not. But yeah, definitely some kind of communication. It might be probably you with someone, and as I said, that's why there might be this Four of Wands, but remind me of you creating this kind of communication with someone, this kind of relationship or friendship. There's this like this continuous communication with someone or something. That's what I see might be happening. Either way, let's get more clarification on more month of March for Aquarius. What more clarification can we get? for the Aquarius for the month of March. Clarification that will be helpful for Aquarius in the month of March. Okay. And we have a Three of Wands. Oh my god. The Three of Wands and the Chariot. Again, Three of Wands is telling me again about some kind of message. I mean, look, doesn't that look so similar? This board coming with message? Okay, so there might be something actually significant about getting a message. Wow, okay. So maybe I remember that. There will be something significant about getting a message or waiting for some kind of message, you know? Response. Or like it might be related to, as I said, communication, okay, with someone or some kind of situation. Either way, yeah, I kind of get a feeling of like intense communication or like something continues happening, you know, messages, things going on. You waiting for some kind of messages, you know. Either way, yeah, a Chariot. And as I said, this message might be related to this new path you are taking. So whatever message it will be that you will receive, it doesn't really have to be in that kind of sense. I'm not saying you will definitely receive a message, get ready, whatever. But yeah, there's some kind of opportunity maybe even coming in with this kind of sense. Maybe something you are waiting for also, not necessary, but as I said, it's also related. It's very, everything is that connecting. It's like, as I said, someone from past might coming back, so you might get a message, you might get an opportunity, whatever like that might happen, that will just give you the trigger for starting this new beginning and moving on from this old cycle. I wouldn't say pause is necessary. It's just like a subtle change between cycles, I would say. Not for all of you, it might be intense for some of you, but I'm just saying. But yeah, definitely there will be a trigger for this new path you will be taking. I feel like the message is quite simple in this one actually, so maybe let's move on to the spiritual meaning of it all. Okay, what is the spiritual message behind the month of March for Aquarius? What is the spiritual meaning behind the month of March for Aquarius? What else? Oh, okay. Spiritual message behind the month of March for Aquarius. Okay. And we have the Devil, Two of Souls, Eight of Souls, and Six of Nature. Alright. I possibly can't turn my hand around like that. Okay. Okay, you feel like, yes, okay. I feel like, again, where's that card? Okay. Five of Pentacles. I get a feeling like, as I said, there will be some kind of trying out new things. That's why you'll be like, putting on the mask and then trying on another one just to see if it will fit you. That's what you'll be doing. You'll be trying on new things, you know, and see if they are fitting you, you know. There's definitely something just not working anymore. Not in that sense, in the sense that the old cycle is just not useful in this period of your life. And I feel like that's why you'll be having to kind of make some personal growth on this kind of sense. I don't know what this is exactly about, but we'll get to it. I feel like you'll be just like embracing something, you know? Something that you are waiting to maybe embrace for some kind of time right now, but maybe that was before that there were not it was not a good time for that. I feel like something was not working out for you in the past, and I feel like you planted the seeds due to that. and now that they are coming back to you. Those seeds that you planted, the plants of it are coming back to you now, I feel like. Not necessarily in the physical sense, possible, but more likely in just this openness to new experience. This, I kind of just get that big kind of breakthrough kind of thing when it comes to energy coming in, this kind of clarity of mind with this Ace of Swords and King of Swords. And with this death, right? The cycle ending. And I feel like whatever it might be in the month of March that will be happening, I feel like it is important for you. The message behind this is sometimes you have to disconnect from who you are and your ego so you can see the situation clearly, how it is. Because maybe sometimes your own perspective on the situation isn't necessarily helpful, and for the good of the situation, or even for the good of yourself, you have to like look at it from this objective perspective for your own good. As you said, something was not working the way it should, but as you gained this non personalized perspective on it, it kind of brought you this new perspective onward and new opportunities in it. So that's what is the message behind the things that will be happening in March. It might be not necessary, but I feel like it's something more personal for each one of you. That's why I am not able to get so deeply into the full meaning of that. But I am sure you will get to that by yourself. So let's see what is the guidance we can get for Aquarius for March. What kind of guidance can we get for Aquarius for March that will be helpful? Guidance. What kind of guidance, spiritual guidance, will be helpful for Aquarius in March? And we have the animal of nature. Let's see. What else of a message will be helpful? We have the Men of Jewels. Okay. And we have a death again. What doesn't serve you has to go. Okay. Okay. I get the feeling again. It is connected, everything. Okay. So what would be helpful for you, the guidance, is to reflect on the past, so you can figure out what it is that is stopping you from reaching your full potential. There's some part of yourself, again with this devil, I feel like there's some part of yourself that you have that is stopping you from seeing the situation objectively. And I don't mean in a negative sense necessarily, but it will be helpful for you to see the situation. It is the purpose of March for you to see the situation in a more objective way. Not in the negative way that this is negative, that you don't see it in that way, but it will be just like something new for you to experience. And I feel like there's some part of you that got kind of buried through the years, or through the you kind of developing, that you forgot about this. Because, as I say, I get the idea of growth as if in cycles, you know, like you like the spiral where you come back and you come back to the situation and then you come back to it again, you know. And I feel like it's the point of it that you stop for a minute and reflect and acknowledge the growth you made, and you reflect on the past, so you can kind of reflect on what part of yourself you left in the past, or that got buried under who you are now, that you forgot about, that would be helpful right now, you know. Or what it is, the part of yourself now that is blocking this thing that you should be embracing right now. This card I don't know how to explain it. This card basically says about how this king is a good king for his people. That's because he never forgot how to be a human like they were. That's why he is a good king, okay? So I don't know how to explain this in a relatable way, but that's the meaning of this card, basically. So yeah, there's just something that has to go also. And I get the feeling like you know what it is, and it might be it's something related to the past or something with present. I feel like there's something from the past that you forgot about, or some part of yourself that you have to like use right now, you know. And there's just something that has to go. Maybe it's a part of yourself, or maybe the blockage is to express your true self in some type of way, you know. It is a very, I feel like it's a very personal thing, for personal interpretation of that. It might have a lot to do with reflection, you know. But what I can get you is a message, advice for March. So let's go with that at the end. Let's go at the end with that for Aquarius for March. Okay, let go. And we have let go. Okay, so this is for your own interpretation, what it is. It is probably about this death, I suppose, that something has to go, something that is no longer serving you, something that maybe is blocking this creation, you know. I feel like this something letting go, it is something that either will happen at the end as a reflection, or something at the beginning that will trigger out of this will to create something, but you will see. Either way, the message advice is let go. And what else is an advice for March for Aquarius? What else of an advice can we get? What kind of message can we get for March for Aquarius that will be helpful? And we have success. Yeah, basically what was coming out a lot in this reading. Either way, thank you so much for watching, Aquarius. I hope the reading resonated. Let me know how is your month going in the comments, if you want, of course. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, have a great month, okay? Have a great month. Take care. Thank you.